Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this guide on farming rare armour. Now we're going to be focusing on the OLPs, or the orbital laser platforms today, and we're going out with nothing but our sperm suit and a multi-tool. Now you only need the multi-tool if you want to farm ship components. If you're not interested in ship components and you only want the armour, you don't need the multi-tool. We're in a starter ship, we have no gear on us. And just before we jump into this, I just want to show you a website that I've currently been using. So I made this just to be able to track armor for myself, and a few people asked for it, so I've uploaded it, and I'm just going to show you how it works. Very, very simple. I'll give the URL in the description. It uses cookies, so it will save your history. You can also, in the settings, export and import your data if you want to. I've just tried to make it easy to use. But the idea is different types of rare armor. You can just favorite what you're looking for, and then you can check all the different variations, where you can find them. And it's just a checklist to go through. Now, the developers have mentioned there's not going to be a wipe. They said they're going to do targeted wipes, but I'm going to make an assumption right now, and it is just an assumption, that the gear or our items are not going to be wiped. That means I believe it's going to be okay for us right now to go and farm this armor, specifically if there's a certain type that you want. Now, on the OLPs, you will mainly be finding Antium, but you may also find Pyrotechnic and Citadel SE White. There are some other parts as well, and there's a few other types on here, but they're the main ones that we're going to be looking for. So with that being said, I've yet to find any of the other armor types here, but I have seen these 3 different types as well. So all you would do is search for what you're going. So let's say we find a default helmet or a core, you'll just select this, you'll see it marked off in the progress, overall progress here, and total progress up here. So very, very simple system for you to be able to use. With that being said, let's jump back into the game. We're going to get into our ship. Now, if you're using a starter ship like the Aurora MR, it's just had the gold standard pass, it does have storage. That means you're going to have almost 1 SCU of internal storage if you want to use that. I'm not going to be keeping this ship. That's just something you need to take into consideration, is that if you want a ship, you're going to have to do a few things before you land. One of which is making sure your shields are up. We're just going to press F2, go into the map, and from here we're going to type in OLP. We're going to find the nearest OLP to us. In this instance, we've got Ruptura or Veer. I'm just going to go for this one. You can route to it if you need to. Now that we've got that location, we can simply quantum to it. Now, as I said, you're going to want to keep your shields on max when you land. There are going to be NPC ships. There may be players as well. Now, the NPC ships shouldn't bother us, but they may. And so, I'm not bothered about my ship, so I'm not worried about anything after I get out of my ship. If you want components and you're going to use them to ship storage, first. However, I find that they keep respawning in this instance, so I don't think it's really a good use of your time. And for that reason, all we're going to do once we get here is we're going to go as quickly as we possibly can towards the OLP, and we're going to aim for the very centre. Right now, these are actually, I believe, players. That's not a player. Yeah, no, they're not players. They're NPC ships. I know what they're doing is far out. Alright, there's obviously some more here as well. Now, you could obviously turn your radar, your stealth mode on by, disabling some of your items, and if you do that, that's going to help you. But I'm just going to get really close here, and as I get closer, I'm going to put my landing gear down as well. That's going to allow me to move into the centre section here. I can even put my lights on if I want to, so I can see what I'm doing. Now, all I'm going to be doing at the moment, you have to understand, when you're looking at this, you're going to be getting attacked at this point. Okay, now we're not really worried about getting attacked. That's not going to bother us too much, because all we want to do is get into this middle section. So once we're in the middle section, you'll notice there's 4 different arms here. 2 of them are landing pads, and 2 of them are not. Now we're just going to head into the middle. You can see we're currently getting attacked. That's okay, we don't mind too much. So whilst we've got the 2 landing pads on either side, we're looking for the storage. Now there's 2 different types of storage, and the type of storage that we're looking for here, by the way, if you want to go into this mode as well, so you can just see we're just kind of tucked up at the moment. See, we're not getting shot anymore, we're quite safe. We're looking for this storage entrance. It's the smaller one of the 2. So again, if I just look around here to show you, you've got storage, you've got a landing pad, you have another storage over this side here. Okay, this one's larger, and then you have another landing pad. Now, as you can see, there's actually player ships here. Now, it could be that there are players here because there are player ships here. We can see all the NPCs coming out here. We're going to ignore them. We're not interested in those. So we're coming around to this side here, which is the smaller of the storage, and we're just going to land. Okay, now it doesn't matter where we land, but you will see NPCs. And as a result of this, you may want to attack the NPCs first.
I'm hit!
And that could be a way for you to get a gun and some armour if you're interested in doing that. Personally, I don't see the point. I'm not that worried about it.
Oh, damn!
And whilst I can see there are other NPCs over here, again, this is why you want to keep your shields up. They're only mining ships, so they're not really going to do that much damage to us. I'm actually really struggling to kill this guy. Let me try again. Go. Right, now he's dead. Nice and easy. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to land here. There's another NPC there. I'm not too bothered about this one though. Right, so now that we've landed, again, I'm not going to keep my ship, so I'm not worried about it. If you want your ship, you might want to take the NPCs or tuck in somewhere where they're not going to attack you.
Shit, man down!
But for now, I'm just going to jump out. Now, the NPCs, as you can see, they are attacking the ship. But I'm not too bothered about them at the moment. All I want to do is head into here. Look, I can run in very, very quickly into this section here. Once I'm in here, I'm safe. Now, there may well be guns on the floor. There may not. And if there's not, it's okay. There will be some NPCs you can see out here. Now, I don't need to do this. I can just run up to these NPCs and I can press the mouse wheel and I will kill them. So I can do that. That's one way to kill them. So he's now dead. I can also kill them with my ship, or if I'm lucky enough to find a gun on the floor, it may just be that I can use that gun as well. Now, that guy's actually over there. I can pick this gun up. It may or may not be there. Right, I'm actually struggling to kill this guy. He's not even chasing me or coming into me at the moment, so one of the things I can do here...
Here we go! Oh shit! I'm hit!
Right, so now that he's dead, I can come to this guy, loot him, and I just put on his undersuit. I can put on all of his gear, and now that's done like that. I can even pick up his gun, and now I have all of the stuff that I need. I'm in a much, much better position. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm also going to open up this medical box here, because that's going to give me my medical supplies that I need. I can come inside and just heal up. So it's very, very easy to come here completely naked and get yourself set up. Now you notice this door has, at the moment, a keycard requirement, and I don't have that keycard on me right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to head into the main building. Now we're just going to run in. We're not going to pay attention to anyone, all of the NPCs, we're going to ignore them. Once we're in here, they will not follow you. There's two rooms, left and right. You can go in either one, and then there's going to be medical supplies in here. There's going to be some boxes to loot. What we're looking for at this stage is potentially, if we can find it, a multi-tool if we don't have one, but there's no guarantee that they're going to spawn. Also, you can get limited edition med guns in here, which are pretty cool. They're a rare spawn, but you can get them. Now, I don't actually want the sight on this, so I'm just going to take that off for the moment. But you can see right now, already we are kitted up and ready to go. So now we're safe, we're ready. We're going to come into this main room. Just check to the left, otherwise look to the right. There should be NPCs in here. There's currently not. And that's okay. We're going to come to this terminal and we're going to bring ourselves a security key card. Now there should be NPCs. They'll be on both sides. They'll be on the floor there. We're going to ignore them at the moment. And all that we're going to do at this stage is we're going to take this key card and we're going to head back outside to that door. Now there are two key cards. We're only worrying about this one at the moment. You can see they're still attacking my ship. I'm not too bothered about this at the moment. Again, because I'm not going to be taking that ship with me. So I come into this room, put my gun away. Press I to open up my inventory. I have to drag this into my hand at the moment. It's the only way to do it, which is a little bit frustrating, but it does work. And then we press F to insert. That will open up the door. Now the door's on a timer. It will stay open for about 60 seconds. And once we come in, you'll see here there's a few things that we can do. So the first of which is there's going to be components. If you're taking these components, these are stealth components. The veil is actually a shield generator, a stealth. This is going to be a polar. Take that out as well. And then this is going to be a cascade. So You get quite a lot of components here, whether you're going to get coolers. So the polar being a cooler, this veil being a stealthy shield generator, and then we have the cascades as well. So you've got different types of power plants, things like that. All kinds of components you can find inside here. Right, now what we're looking for are the boxes. Now these armor boxes are the main thing we're looking for. And as you can see, here's some Antium arms, and this is a Storm version. So what I'm going to do right now is take off the arms that I've got and put these ones on. That way, even if I die now, it doesn't matter. Because even if I die, I've got these. So these are the Antium arms, and they're the Storm version. So let me just quickly pop over to my display here. My Antium, I can see I've got the Storm edition, and I've just picked up the arms. So I know I've got those now. So that helps. I can come back and continue looking. Again, I might want to find something else. This is a DCP. I might want to take these if I don't yet have them. Now, what I would typically do is take my legs and chuck them back in the box, because then it will separate everything. I'll pick up what it is I want to take, and then I'll just add all of the attachments back on. Specifically, in this case, you'll notice I've got the multi-tool in my hand. Otherwise, I would have lost it. It would still be attached to the legs. All right, so that's one box done. We've got another box here. There's 3 in this room, which is good. So this one, I've got an Inquisitor core. I've also got a Linux core if I want it. And I've got a backpack as well. Now, don't worry if you don't find a backpack. There is an NPC that will have one. You can take it from him. But in this instance, I'm just going to put the... Now, I can't put the core in. So what I might want to do is just... I can put the gun down. I can put all the stuff down. I'll put these in the legs. All right, now I'm going to put the gun on the floor. Now I can just swap the core straight over if I want to. If not, just drop this one on the floor. Put this one on.
I got you covered!
On with it. Sometimes it's a little bit glitchy. It does work, but sometimes it is a little bit glitchy. You know, Star Citizen. So I want you to see this and how it works. So I put it in my hand, and then I put it on my back. I'm just trying different ways to do this. So now I can drag it onto my back, try it that way instead. Now it looks good. I can pick the gun back up if I want to. And I'm good to go. And now because I've got a backpack... One second. Right, let me just move this this core armor out of the way. There we go. And now I can pick up this gun. Alright, so now I can, if I want to, put stuff into my backpack. So let's say I want to keep these arms. I can do that. Keep this as well. All good. There was the gun that I put in there as well. If I wanted to, I can take that. Just chuck that in my backpack. So all of this gear is now safe. I'm not going to lose it. I checked the last box. And here I can see... Now, this one's the Pyrotechnic. Now, the Pyrotechnic, as I mentioned before, is one of the items that we might want to collect. So, if I wanted to put this one on instead, I've got to go through this whole process that I've just gone through. I've got to do that again, right? So, this is in the backpack. It's safe. I can put other stuff in the backpack. Drop the backpack on the floor. Okay, I can take off the core armor.
Go! I got your back!
Instead. Alright, so now I've got this armor on. I can then, if I want to, pick up that backpack. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Alright. Now again, there is no guarantee that if I pick this up, it is going to fit on stay on my back. It might. It has, it's good. Okay.
Go!
So
I
now,
got your
as you
back!
can see, I've got this. So this one is the Pyrotechnic, but this is the SH1 core. So again, let's come back. We're going to open this up. And we're going to look at all the different types that we've got here. So this is the Pyrotechnic, which is the one we're after. And this was the core. Alright, so we now have this. So already, just from being in here, we've picked up 2 of our rare armors. And it could be that you don't actually know what you're looking for. If you come in here and you're picking stuff up and you're looking and you're like, well, I don't know if this is valuable or not. So you don't know what to take. I typically like to pick up clothing because I like to have lots of different types of clothing on me. But you can pretty much do whatever it is that you want to do. I check these red boxes. Again, sometimes there's a med gun, a red one. It's not the one from the Alliance Aid, but it is a red med gun with a pattern on it. I also like to look for boom tubes, railgun ammo, railguns, missile launchers. All of that good stuff can be found here, as well as kill shot rifles, pulverizer LMGs, all of that good stuff. So here, pulverizer LMG ammo, I'll take that. A far sight, I'll take that. This is a Mirage pistol, I'll take that. Now I can just attach that to me, so if I die, I don't lose it. See, if a player was to come in here now and kill me, I'd only lose a little bit of gear, but not this core loot. And that is why it's so important that you have it on you at all times. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just check these blue boxes. just to see if there's anything else. So there's some modules, so a few other things, bits and bobs. Again, I can take all of this to fill up that backpack. I think I checked this one, but we'll just do that again anyway. Yeah, so now we're pretty much good to go. Check this last box here. Right, nothing that we're interested in. Oh, there's nothing in the lockers, so we're not going to worry about those. And it does look like I can't... There we go, loot that blue box. Again, nothing I really care about. So that's room 1 complete. Right, so now what we're going to do is head outside. And before we do that, we might want to check, make sure we've got enough ammo and everything that we're going to need. Again, if you wanted to, you can go into here and just pick up all of these loose ends that you've got here. Specifically, if we're looking for ammo for certain types of rifles or guns. So we've got the PR-A4 here. And now I saw some ammo for this up here. Maybe I didn't. I was mistaken. I thought I did. So anyway, we can head out. We can open this to get outside. We've got our components if we do want to take them with us. And now we're going to run around to the opposite side. So, in simply running around, you'll see there's some NPCs over here. Take these out.
You got it.
Nice and easy.
Guess we're fighting.
Right. Now again, same thing. This one here is actually locked. There is another key card. However, the stuff inside this room, there is a few bits, but I don't think there's as much in this room. I don't think it's really worth doing this side. So I always, as I land, if you're looking from the main building, I do the one on the right. So
I'll cover you.
We have 2 storages. I typically do the one on the right as we're looking from the main building. Also, you'll see this guy here, he's actually got backpack on him. Alright, so now, because we've been in here, this is the first one we did. We're going to run around the outside here. And again, we do need to actually find ourselves another gun. We don't actually have much ammo at the moment. There are a few guys that are going to be in this middle section here. Right, we're actually out of ammo at the moment though. There's one guy left up here. We can run up to kill him.
Down.
Right, he's dead. And now we can pick up a gun and get some more ammo. So, depending on what we're going to be using, in this instance we're going to be using a sniper. That's fine. Again, we're safe. We've got time. There's no rush. I'm going to take the scope off at the moment. I'm going to take the scope off. Nope, it's not going to hold it. Alright, I'll chuck it on the floor. I don't want it. There we go. Just easier to aim for this at the moment. Alright, I'm just going to heal up before we go any further. This room's pretty safe, although there is no window in here, so just bear that in mind if you do get into a fight. But no one should be chasing you unless there's a player. There could be people on the side here. In this instance, there they are. Okay, so they're both killed. If you get into trouble, run into this side. The same thing. There's 2 doors either end. I can come into here. I can loot this. Again, if I need a couple more meds or anything like that, a few more boxes, a few more cool things that I can pick up. So ultimately, not too worried about most of that. Looking at this one. Bugged out, that's fine. We'll check this one. Again, just mainly looking for that red med gun if you can find it. Otherwise, just a few parts if you want them. We're going to pick up a Pico ball, and again, war medals. You're going to get a lot of those here as well, which are pretty cool if you need those or you want them for any tasks. Right, so we are going to come out there, but before we do that, we're going to come downstairs. So we've kind of taken care of this here. Now, it might be tempting to go into the main room. Before we do that, we're going to come down this side, because there's a few NPCs that we need to clear out, as you can see. So we're just going to take these out first. Wow, okay. Taking quite a lot of shots. No one else should come in behind you or around you, so that's fine.
Guess we're fighting. Yeah, you owe me though. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, cool. Right, so they're all taken care of. There shouldn't be anyone else here now. We should be able to run into the main room. Just keep it on the right side. There can be NPCs over there like that. Right, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to open up this. Now we're going to heal up. Again, we don't need to be good at this. All we need to do is know where we can be safe or where we're not going to get attacked. Now, right there. There is another one that's tagging us from over the other side. I can't see him at the moment. I know he's over there. too... Oh, there he is. Oh. Okay, so server's a little bit janky at the moment. Anyway, we'll pick up the key card because that's what we really care about. So we want the key card. And then if we run around the outside here, we should be okay. They don't tend to come into this corridor here, so we're okay as long as we're here. And then we can get around them and take them out this way. There's another one there. Take him. There we go. Nice. There is one there. There he is, dead. Okay. Now this is the guy with the backpack. So again, if you do need a backpack, grab it from this guy. And if we come into here, now this door is not always open. And if it is not open, there is nothing you can do about it. If this door is shut, it's shut. You can try and jump servers to find a server. Now, on some servers, some of these will be open. Okay? And if you find a server and it's open, great. That's good. As you can see here, from what he's picked up there, that's a size 2 Nova that's been picked up. But if we come into this room, there's a few things you're going to find here. Now, this is the main loot room. Again, you can only get in here at the moment if the door is bugged and opened. There's no guarantee. The first thing you're going to notice on here is a gun, so we can go ahead and equip this gun. This is a, it's got a good camo on it, or a good skin on it. We'll just put it on the floor here. So it is a shock trooper, but it is the energy assault rifle. Let me just see if I can pick that up. It's funny at the moment. Okay, it's because I've got something on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the AR. Now I don't want that. And instead, there we go, I'm going to equip this. Alright, so now you can see I've got a really good skin on this now. So the Volt rifle here, got a nice digital camo on it. I can also take some ammo, so I've got some ammo as well. And this can now become my new gun. Alright, so up the top here there's an armour. We'll take that and have a look inside. This is where we're going to find, so there's a Pembroke, but this has got the yellow accents on it. We can see here there's an Antium helmet. So we can take that out. So straight away, if I rotate around, take my helmet off, chuck that in the box and put the Antium one on instead. Overlord legs, not really bothered about those. They're there if you want them. I could take the Pembroke backpack if I want. So now what I could do is take this backpack off and put it in here, put this one on instead, and then open up this backpack and just move everything back across. That's the quickest and easiest way to do this that I found. The sniper rifle back on if I want it, etc, etc. So this is 180, so it's got more. This only has 120. I've got more space now, and I've picked up the main gear that I want to pick up at the moment. So we're going to check in this loot box. Okay, there's also some more components, so we'll just slipstream there if you wanted it. There's also going to be an FR66, which is good. This is an item that you will you'll want. Also the VK00, you can pick those up. There's normally only a couple in here. In this instance there was 2 in these 2 opposite corners. So yeah, just trying to figure out what's available. We'll look for guns in these boxes just quickly. There's a Pathfinder arrowhead sniper rifle there. We've also got the P6 LR sniper rifle, very good sniper rifle. So I'm actually going to get rid of this one, I'll put this one on instead. And I want to take the ammo for that as well, so I'll chuck the ammo on there. Okay. So now just making sure that I have an empty slot here. I've got everything I need, I'm in a good place. Let's just check this box here. Not really anything that I'm interested in there. Again, I'll check the medical just to see if I can get hold of that red. It's not there, unfortunately. More here. Alright, so now we've got the Antium Core, if we want to take that with us. We've also got the Antium Core Jet, if we want to take that. There's quite a few things here. Overlord Core again, so quite a few things here. Now, unfortunately, if I take this, I'm going to run out of space, right? So I don't really want the shotgun. I can get rid of that. So I can drop a few of these things that aren't going to be that interesting to me, just to make up a little bit more space here. Some of this ammo, armor, things like that. Anything that's just not really serving me, I can get rid of that to make space for that armor. Now, here's what you can do if you're running out of space now. You can either take this ship and go back, or what I could do, okay, just checking the rest of this, checking here if there's anything that I want here, LMGs or anything like that, Parallax assault rifles. There's another armor box here on this side. Okay, this one again is going to have some good stuff in it as well. So this has got Antium legs, this has got the maroon legs. So I might want to put the maroon legs on inside instead. Again, I'm going to drop some of these t-shirts. In fact, what I can do at this stage is move everything out of here, get rid of it all, and just start moving across the things that I really want. So I want this ammunition, keep that security guard, I'm going to want that. Don't really care for anything else. I do want these legs, so I'm going to take those legs. Just having quite a little look now, see if there's anything else of value that I want at the moment. If I want to take the scope, I can do that from there. Take the stabilizer. I can also put stuff on the guns if I need to. Otherwise, I'm not really bothered too much about anything else that's here. The rest of that stuff can kind of stay there for now. I'll check this last box that I see. Just see if there's anything else valuable. There's another, this is another Corjet helmet. I can take that as well. All right, not really worried about that one. I've got arms as well. I don't think the arm, oh, I do, I get the arms as well. That's great. So I've got a lot of gear at the moment. Not really much else that I can fit on here. I have got some missile launcher ammo, but you know, not really going to be able to take a lot of this stuff, so I have to be really careful with how I load up now. All right, there's also a few small boxes. Always worth checking these. You never know what you're going to find inside. Oh, for example, one of the things that I did pick up here is a pistol battery there. I'm not interested in that. Okay, and again, nothing else there. So that's pretty much everything that we've checked here. Most of the stuff of value we've taken. But the problem we've got now is we really wanted to take this with us, this Antim Corjet, but we don't have enough space for it, right? We're full up. We've got everything we want. So what we're going to do now is carry this. Right, so we've got 2 guns, one on either back. We've got all of the gear that we can possibly get out of here with, and this. We're now full. Now, we could continue looting at this stage if we wanted to, but there's no real point in us doing that right now. We've done everything we need to do. Now, if you wanted to take your ship and go back to the space station, drop everything off, and come back here, you know that this door is going to be open, and this stuff resets in about 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes this will reset. You can just keep farming this. That is a perfectly legitimate strategy. You can also take all of the component parts back with you if you want to. So you would take the ship, you would do that. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you a different strategy. I'm not worried about the components, I'm not worried about the other parts. What I'm going to do now, a bit cheesy, I'm going to exit to menu. Now, you're going to leave the server, and you run the risk now of not joining in on the same server, which is why if you find a door open, I recommend you stay there. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to jump back in. Now, we're actually going to a different server now, I believe. As a result, we're going to wake up at the local station. So because we were in Hurston and we're on Aberdeen at the moment, we're going to come back to Seraphine Station, which is our local station. Seraphine? No, Everest Harbour. Sorry, I apologise. We're going to come back to Everest Harbour. And now all we need to do when we wake up is just put all of our stuff in our local inventory. And then if you've set your spawn place there, you can backspace. The reason I do the backspace is because then you get a sperm suit given to you. So you just chuck that on, back in your ship, claim your ship. If you've got to start a ship, it takes like a minute. And then you just fly back out and you repeat the process. So this is the kind of grind, the loop at the moment. So look, we're going to wake up. We're in here. Yeah, I'm still carrying that core armor, look. So now I was able to get out with that additional core armor. So I can now just chuck that straight into there. That's now gone. I can unload all of this. And I can take everything off that I picked up from here. Chuck it all into my inventory. Again, straight back to being naked, and everything is here. And you can start to see now, if I sort this, just all of the kind of gear that you pick up from doing this. Now, I've done this run a lot of times to try and find out what's available. And as you can see, look, the Citadel, that's the SE Core White that I've picked up. All the different types of Antiums I've got, whether it's Storm, whether it's Corjet, and lots of other types of armor and kit as well. So picking up a lot of different stuff, you're able to do that here. Now, I don't have any base armor with me, so I'm just going to hit backspace. That's going to kill me. Everything's in my local inventory, so it's safe. And then I wake up, I'm in the same station, but now I'm going to have a jumpsuit available to me. Chuck that on. Again, multi-tool if you want components, but if you don't care, don't take the multi-tool, there's no need. You're just not guaranteed to find a multi-tool. And if you don't have one, you can't pick up the components, which is why I recommend taking them for that reason. All right, but this time we're going to do it slightly different. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing again that we just did. We're going to do a second run, and this run, just to show you it, I'm going to put on the suit, just the basic suit. We'll take the multi-tool with us, we'll take the components, we'll load up the starter ship this time, and then we'll head back. So we'll do 2 runs with this. So that's everything you need to know about how to do this. There used to be strategies where you could kind of cheese it. You used to be able to like use a multi-tool to slam yourself through a door. I don't think that works anymore. You used to be able to pick up like legs, and then when you were holding them, you could drop them and it would push you through the door. Stuff like that. I don't think it works anymore. I've not been able to do it. You might want to try, but I mean, it is a cheesy strategy, but if that security door is not open, there's no way to get through. And it's frustrating. So whilst, yes, this is a bit of a cheesy strategy, it's not like you're doing anything that's not intended. Okay? When you log out, you are intended to log back in at the station. So you're playing the game as it's intended. It's just a quicker way of being able to do things. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to claim our ship. Again, we're going to take this starter ship out. The reason we're going to do this is because it has that 1 SCU of storage within it. A lot of the other basic ships don't have that at the moment. And we're just going to wait for that. Now, as you can see at the moment, I have pretty much every ship in the game, and I'm not saying that to try and impress you, I'm saying it to try and impress upon you that once you've got to this stage, once you're at the point where you've got all of the ships in the game, once you're at the point where you've got money, that money's no longer an issue, you have to start asking yourself, what is the point of playing? Now, in my opinion, personally, I believe there are 2 reasons to play at the moment. One is to learn. You want to learn the locations, you want to learn the ships, you want to learn the core game moves. Once you've learned, the next thing that you want to do is become efficient. How can you do what you're doing better? So there's learning how to do things, but then there's improving. So I think right now that's the purpose of this game. Now I have no need to buy or own ships, there's no point doing any game loops. Like, why would I go and do an industrial game loop to earn money when I don't need money? So now money's no longer, because the economy's broken, we know that, there's just no point in me doing those game loops anymore. So if I'm doing industrial, if I'm going out salvaging or mining, it's to learn the game loop, it's to become efficient, it's to learn how to do it better. The other thing is to grind reputation, but we know Missions version 2 is going to be coming out in the future, and we can assume that with that, the reputation is going to reset. We also know the economy is broken at the moment, and we can assume that money is going to be reset. But the thing that I don't believe they're going to reset at the moment is gear. I think that they want to stress test the servers. I think they want people to have as many assets as possible. And so I think at the moment, gear is the thing that kind of sets us apart. Now, if you look at people that are running around in all of these armor sets, they're pretty cool. You want to find what's going to work for you. So finding an armor set, adding it to that website, that tracker, being able to do that kind of feels like a statement right now in the game. Now, we also know that with the new inventory system that's coming in 4.7, we know that we're going to go and move forward towards tier 1 item recovery. At the moment when you die, your items are recovered to you. It's not always going to be like that. Now, we're not dying at the moment, we're logging off and logging back on. But we do want to appreciate that at one stage in the future, when this update comes out, we're going to lose our gear. Right now, you only need 1 set of gear, and once you've got that 1 set of gear, you can't lose it. That's going to change in the future. So I think right now, I would just farm 1 set of every gear. But in the future, you want to know where the gear sets are, and you want to know how easily you can obtain them, because when we do have a wipe, when you do lose gear, you're going to want to go and get more. That being said, hopefully we're going to have blueprints, we're going to be able to craft this gear once we've found it. That's all in future updates. But for now, in 4.6, this is the best way, I believe, for you to be able to farm this gear. Now, I'm not going to talk about all of the other facilities. We've got the ASD facilities, we've got the distribution centres, we've got the executive hangars. I'll do those in separate videos where I'll cover them very quickly and very efficiently. But for now, we're just going to run through this game loop. So, there's nothing else at this stage. You've got all the information you need. I'm simply just going to run the loop again so you can see it. We're going to do it slightly different, but you've got the main way to do things now.
You are clear to launch.
Alright, so because I've got my weapons in, the first thing I'll do right now is set power. So the power that I'm actually going to set, because there's no life support in the game right now, I don't need it, I can disable that, it's just not used. So I'll put full power on the shields. That should keep the ship as healthy as possible whilst I'm getting attacked. Alright, F2 again, we're going to go and type in OLP. I'm going to go for the same place that we just went to. we are in a different
Thank
server
you.
now, that's
And
okay.
please visit again.
And it's quite quick to be able to get back out again, as you can see. It's about 5 minutes, I think, for the cars to reset, and about 30 minutes for the loot to reset. Now, annoyingly, the cards take too long to reset because there's only 2 card printers and there's actually 4 doors, so you can only loot 2 of the rooms. You have to choose one. I don't think it really matters. So you can try and look through the window and see to find out what gear's there. Or you might get lucky and you can find some of the doors that are glitched open. If you find a server and you find all of the doors are glitched open, which is great by the way, you can find them, then I would recommend staying on that server and using this strategy that I'm about to do now. If anything goes wrong, then your ship gets blown up, then you just have to backspace, you just have to log out. There will be players here. Sometimes players are friendly. They will get a crime stat if they attack you. But just understand that sometimes players either they're not friendly or they panic. And so you may end up getting killed as a result. Now, if they panic and kill you, they may revive you. I've done it, I've seen other people do it. Or you may end up just losing whatever's in your backpack. But anything that's valuable, you put it on your body, and even if you die, you'll still keep it. Actually, this is the same server. I thought this was a different server. You can see my old ship is still here. So as a result of this is good. We're going to come in, switch into SCM mode because that slows us down. Right, getting in quite close. Once we're here, we'll put landing gear down just so we don't end up crashing into anything.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, and there you go. You can see our ship is there. We're going to tuck in, as I mentioned before, exactly like we did before. Now, the way I do this, if I'm going to be keeping this, like let's say, for example, I don't want to be letting this ship go, I'm going to put the ship, I'm going to put the landing gear down, because otherwise you can see that causes a bit of a problem with me moving too quickly. I like to put the ship around here. So if I turn it around, it's easy to get in and out of. But this is a pretty good spot for the ship to not get attacked too much from the NPC ships. But this is also why I like to bring a nice little start ship. Now I can move around, I've got enough room. If I wanted to, just to be safe, I can move it back just ever so slightly, just so I've got some room to manoeuvre. But that's it, my ship is now good. Now I can leave it running, everything's good. I don't even have to turn the engines off at this point. Somebody can steal this ship, so I'm going to hope that there's nobody here to do that. You can see the NPCs are there, that's fine. I'm not even going to fight them, I'm just going to go and try this room. Is the door open? No, it's not, but the components are still here. Cool. Right, the cool thing about this is I've brought my tractor beam with me, which means I can take these and I can start loading the ship up. Now, I could have killed all these NPCs in the ship. Also, because I've got this, I can bring this down and equip it. Nice, see? Nice and easy. Now, I'm going to go straight for the middle room because I need to go and get that key card printed. So, any NPCs, just going to ignore them. Alright, and now we're into here. Now, again, there should be NPCs here, but they're not actually coming out at the moment. Now, this, 15 minutes remaining. So, we're going to have to wait on that. Right, we're going to wait. There's another NPC here.
They got me! They really got me!
Okay, so, swap everything over. Take his gun as well. Good to go.
Go ahead! Go ahead!
Nice and easy. We'll go and check the other one out on the other side. Now there are 2 LPs at this location. So the idea is that we're going to rotate between the 2 of them.
They got me! They really got me!
Now I told you to go through this way before, which I would recommend still doing. But There are still a lot of NPCs there.
Guess we're fighting. Yeah, we lost one.
Right, going to heal up. Oh, don't have any heals on me, so again, going to come up to this room. If you get caught out, we'll go around to the side. There will always be a medical box in this room, and there will always be these.
Shit! We're under attack! I'll cover you.
So, resetting, nice and easy. And we just reset and go again.
Cutters, blow lively!
Someone must have got tagged today. Just got interest.
Alright, the guy with the backpack's here, that's good. There's always going to be a guy with a backpack. So if we're able to loot him, what we're looking for at this point is to pick up this gun. And if he's got a backpack, we'll take the backpack as well. Nice, so that's all we want at this stage.
Go, go! I got your back!
I don't really care for the sight, so I'll take that off.
I'll cover you!
So now coming back, finishing this loop off. Again, coming around here first. Just to make sure it's clear. There's going to be guys over the other side. We can clear that first if we need to. Over to this machine. Now this one's also
What's
resetting.
about to pop up?
Alright, so come through here. This side will be safe. Okay, that one's dead. There'll be another guy here. Okay, now he's dead as well. There is another guy, but we're just going to come straight into here. We ignore all of these. That is open, which is good. There's another box here. Nothing in there that's of any value though. So that's good. So the way that why we do this is now we're in this room, by the way, because it hasn't yet respawned, but that's okay. This is all the gear from before when we was in here, so we actually picked everything up. There's nothing that we actually need at this stage. Just take, no, we can take the other stuff that we missed from before, but again, you would hope that this would reset at this point. Alright, so we're good. We're just going to grab this, just a few bits, nothing crazy. Alright. And then time to head out. So the way that we're going to head out here, we can hear our ship being attacked as well at the moment. We want to take this gear, right? So we want to first of all make sure that all these guys are dead. There's no one here that's going to bother us, which looks okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to take it and put it above us. We're going to throw it up here and we're going to let it go. Okay, same thing. We're going to throw this up here and we're just going to let it go. And now, once we've looted everything we want to loot, very simple. We're going to jump up on the side here, pressing space, up on the side here, face this, jump up here. Now all of our components that we wanted are going to be up here, apart from one which we seem to have lost. Sometimes they do clip. It is really unfortunate when that happens, when you lose stuff, but it's just, it is what it is, unfortunately. Stuff clips through all the time, there's nothing we can do about it. But yeah. There was something up here, I don't know where it went, but yeah. We'll come through here, we'll take this out. Going to place that just outside so it's down by our ship, and this is actually quite big, the Nova. I think it will fit, but now we can actually load these components like straight onto the ship now if we needed to. I'm going to run out, I'm going to jump into the ship, and I'm going to pick up the parts. Now my recommendation here is not to put anything, as tempting as this may be, in the back of the ship. What I mean by the back of the ship is up here where the bed is. I've done it a few times, and every time I've done it, the item has you can't grab it again. It kind of breaks the item. You should be able to fit these size 2 components in here just. Not always. I think the Nova's going to be a little bit too big to fit in, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a little bit sad, but you know, it is what it is. You can fit most items. Just the Nova's just a little bit too big for this ship, this starship. So yeah, we don't unfortunately get to bring that with us. But I don't think it's going to sit on the grid. Oh, it will sit on the grid underneath. I did not know that. That's amazing. We'll leave that there. All right, heading out. Remember we had these parts here as well on this side. Actually a window there. We can actually shoot them.
It's on now.
So he's dead. Cool. Now we do have the key card. We could go back into this room just to make sure. But again, I don't think it's reset, so it is what it is. We didn't bring it with us. Also, from before, when we had that key card, we could have brought it back with us, the one we printed last time and didn't use. So it's always good to kind of, even if you don't need the key cards, it's always good to build up a little stockpile of them. We're going to go this way.
I got you. Go, go.
Okay, we don't want to get shot.
Someone wants to tussle.
So we're going to get inside our ship. Just
You
to be safe.
got it. Bring it.
Kind of helps to reload. Right, as I said, these size 1 components will fit in here quite nicely. Just chop those on the floor. And we're good to go.
I've got you covered.
Now at this stage we have 2 choices, because
Someone wants to tussle.
I'm actually caught at the moment.
Yeah, I got ya.
And that is going to be one of the problems with having a small ship like this. It's getting all the components and kind of getting them out of the way. Because as you can see, they're going to move out of the way. That's going to cause a problem for us, but that's it, we're out. Back up this side.
I'll cover you.
Right, now we didn't leave anything out this side, and that
Go
door's
ahead.
shut, so there's nothing we can do here, we just need to leave. But that's it, we've done everything we need to do on this side. We would repeat on the other side, that is also an option. And the easiest way I find to do this is to actually take the ship
Okay, let's do this.
and just fly over to the other side. Your call, totally up to you how you do it, I'm just showing you what's possible.
Grenade out.
So now we're either going to leave, which is an option, or we're just going to fly over to the other side. If we fly over to the other side, 2 choices. One, all of the NPCs that are going to be here, we take them out with the ship. And there will be a load of NPCs, by the way. And you can see the core of the ship's actually been damaged quite a lot. You can see these guys that are here.
Ah! One of us just got cut down.
Very easy to kill them.
Oh, damn.
Lost one. Might want to stay down for this.
Yo, yo, look out. I'm hit.
Not really a lot that they can do.
Oh,
We are getting shot at, but again, they're not really doing enough damage to us.
Ah!
One of ours just got cut down.
Oh, shit. That hurt.
Shit, they just killed him.
Someone got knocked.
Now, again, the thing to consider with this is if... I don't know why we're not shooting them. Just a bit of a
Ah!
box.
Oh, get it. Been clicked.
Right, he's dead this time. That's good.
Shit, we're under attack.
So what I tend to like doing is sticking the ship down somewhere where it's not hit by everyone. I kind of find tucking it down here is the better option. Doesn't really matter what you do or where you go. You need to tuck it somewhere. I typically like to put it here. Again, it will still get attacked, but the idea is you don't want it to get attacked too much. So you could take the other guys out if you wanted to. You could leave if you're not too confident or too sure. These doors shut. I haven't got the key card for this one. You can check the other side as well. This one's shut as well, nothing here, so nothing else I can do. So we're going to take off at this point. We're going to leave. As you can see they're doing damage to the ship, but I'm hoping those shields are okay. Looks like they're up. Right, so we're going to head off and go back. Right, so we're going to head out. You can see a few of them have actually blown themselves up, which is quite amusing. And that's it. They're going to leave. They're not going to attack us anymore. And even though the ship's taken a bit of damage, it's not bad. It's, you know, it's in good condition. So we're just going to F2 from here, go to Everest Harbour. As soon as we've got that locked in, take our shields off, and start to get ready to QT. We're in a good place now. And that's it. That's all you need to do. So, very, very easy to be able to do. Again, you might want to go to the other one. There's 4 OLPs per system. You've got different servers as well. So there's 2 above Daymar and 2 above Aberdeen. So you could alternate the 2 here. You don't need to swap to the other 2 because by the time you've done one, swap to the other. The first one should have reset itself. And then if you are struggling or you're not getting the doors open and you can't find what you need, switch server from the US, etc., etc. But that's it. That's all you need to do, and then once you land in your hangar, you'll just take these down a freight elevator, and then you can put them on the ship. So we'll just do that to finish off this video, so we've done the complete game loop for you. Otherwise, that's it. You've seen everything that's available, what you need to do, and how to hopefully go and farm yourself all your armour, and also ship components if you want them as well. Where our ship hangar is.
That request has already been granted. That request has already been granted.
Okay, so it says it's been complete, but I'm not quite sure where they're letting us park. There.
You are clear to launch.
Okay. All good. So, as you can see, nice little loop. Quite easy to be able to farm gear.
You are clear to...
Wait for that hangar door to open up. Landing it down, and in we come. So once we're in, what I tend to like to do is just position myself. So depending on what gear you've got on you, if you're finding yourself with a lot of gear inside the internal storage, I would typically park here so it's easier to get out. But if you're going to put stuff into the freight elevator, I would typically park here in this corner like this. That way, and I'd open up the doors. That way it's just easier to track the vehicles. Now, only a few parts here. We didn't get too much. We can chuck these down.
I'm sorry.
One more inside there. Now, we didn't obviously put anything inside here, but we've done that as well. We've got the deck beneath, which is nice. I didn't even know that they would connect, so that's fantastic. So just taking even a starter ship, you're still going to be able to get all of the components out that you need. And then as soon as you put these down, that's it. They're now safe. We go and do the same thing over here, and we get to a reset and go out again. All this gear is safe. All of this gear is safe. We're good to go. We'll put all this off, take all this off. I would typically, in this instance, leave the multi-tool so I can put that kind of in my hand. Once the multi-tool's in my hand, I can then take off my legs. I can take off anything else, put that in the back, and that will be done. So, yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The only other thing left to do at this stage, and I don't think I can do it from here, because I'm kind of not on the... I might be able to do it. I was going to say, if I can store this ship...
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I don't think it's going to let me store it where I currently am.
Please visit us at Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, see, it says claim at the moment, and that's because it's not sitting where it needs to be. I could move this, however, lower it down, and then I can start changing out components. So if you were interested, just as a little bonus on the end of this video here. So let's say that you've got your components, your stealthy parcels. Put your ship here. It's got to be on the landing pad so that you can actually lower it down. It's got to be stored. It's got to be at your current location. So you need the components at your current location, and you need the ship at your current location. Now we should be able to store this.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
There we go.
Your
Sorry, the
please visit us
ASOP
again.
terminal's a little bit
Welcome
janky at the
to
moment.
the ASOP
Going again.
vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle
Okay,
has
so that's
been
now going to move to storage. So even though it was on there, it needs to be kind of in that middle section. But as soon as that's done, you can then press F1. Now this is a size 1 ship. And we've just picked up a few size 1. So we're going to be able to see. Now, you can use a really good website called Urkel.games. Again, I'll put that in the description for you, Urkel.games. We've gone away from armour now. I think a little bit about ship stuff, but the idea is that with Urkel.games you can start to figure out what components work best in the ship and what stuff's available. So then we'll go into vehicles, select our ship. We're going to look for the specific ship that we've just stored, which... Okay. I wish there was a search option here. I think it comes under RSI. Let me try again. Hold on. Vehicles, select ship. Right, I think it's actually stored under RSI. Yeah, that's the Price's Rescue. We don't want that one. Don't want that one. Yeah, RSI Aurora. There we go. So now the ship comes up, and we can now have a look at what we've got. So, for example, here, if we have a look at the coolers, so we've got the polar cooler. So at the moment, we have the hydrocell on, which is a D industrial. This is a B military. So you can look at the actual details and things, but you can see already that this is actually going to be a lot better. There's a C stealth I've got here and a C military as well. So a bracer, a heat safe. These are all things, you can pick bracers and stuff up. You can pick all these up at this location. Right, so that's one cooler changed. I'll change the other cooler for a bracer. So now I've got a, well actually, yeah, so I've got a C military and a B military, a polar and a bracer. For a power plant, there's a Dynaflux. This is a B military. So right now we've got the Roughneck, which is a D industrial. So if we can get to military or stealth, that's going to be better. So we've got this one. These are identical in terms of what they do. I've got more of these available, so I'm actually going to swap this over. So this is going to go for an industrial to a military class and a grade D to a grade B. Grade A is obviously the best. So different things that we've got available here. Now, if we want to go for stealth, we could do that as well. But we're going to go for this one right now. Now, quantum drive, we can change. The drift that we just picked up is a stealth. So that's size 2. That we just picked, no, sorry, that's a drift, that's not right. That we picked up a size 2, which is a different one. So this one, we've already got one of these, but it's in use. The VK00 is a grade A military. We can get these. Also, look, we've got these. This one currently got in as a size C, a grade C civilian. We can go to a stealth, or if we wanted to, we can go to a military. Now, if we're going to do this, the first thing that's important we have to do, go to propulsion, we have to remove this. Okay, you have to be able
Please
to
proceed
take
to
this off.
assigned landing bay.
The reason for this, these jump modules were actually not on here, but a jump module, there's none available. If you don't take this off and you swap over your quantum drive, you'll lose your jump model. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one on. We've got that. And then we've got our shield generators. Now, as you can see here, this is a grade A military that we picked up. We've also got these ones, which are grade B military.
You are clear to launch.
The Veil that we just picked up is a stealth. So
hey,
if we want to pick up
this is
stealth...
Cargo Services. Let me see what we got.
All right. If we want to pick up things like the stealth, the Veils and things like that, we can turn our ship into a stealth ship and turn it into a more durable ship through military components. But you kind of got the idea and the understanding now of how you can do this. We'll save all the changes, and now we've just upgraded our ship with all of those components. Now again, if you've got a ship that has physicalized components, you don't have to bring it back here. We could have done this there at the location. However, if we did it at the location and then we store the ship, if we don't save this inside here, then if we claim on our insurance, we'll go back to stock components. So the reason I recommend bringing them back, one, it's quicker and easier to do, and two, as long as you've saved, it is now, if I recall this ship through insurance, I will have those components loaded onto it. If you do it out in the wild, you won't have them. So just please bear that in mind. But yeah. all of the things here. So the FR66, you now know if you see one of these, you can even see what it looks like. All right, so you're looking for a green, because there's different types, by the way. This one's kind of, you can see the shape of them. This one, the Val that we picked up, is kind of like a grey colour. This one, because it's a Gorgon Defender, right, and you can find these. This is kind of green in its shape. Right, this one looks, the Force Wheel looks very similar. But if you see this, you know it could either be a Force Wheel, which is a grade B, or it could be an FR66. If it's the FR66, one, you can sell it for a lot of money, and two, you can put it on your own ship, and you've got that grade A component. So trying to look for military and stealth grade A components, things you can't buy in the shop, these are the locations where you can farm them. So armour, that's the key, ship components as well, and if you've got multiple ships, you're going to want to have lots of components for all of the different ships. So it's a nice little run, back and forth, just being able to stock up on components, just to make sure that your ships are all kitted out with the best gear that you can get. Thank you so much for watching, hope this has been valuable, I'll see you later, take care for now.